One of the biggest misconceptions of African American studies is that it's victimization studies. African American studies is something that looks at the humanistic experience of Black people, looking at the heritage of African American people, looking at the history, the accomplishments, and even the future.
A lot of the stuff that I learned now in African American studies with my minor, I didn't know. I just didn't know about.
It's just really interesting, and it really opens your eyes to things that you wouldn't normally think about.
In this day and age, African American studies is so important because it will allow students to critically examine their epistemologies, how they think, or how they learn to learn.
It gives you skills that you wouldn't get in many other classes.
At first, it was pretty uncomfortable, if I'm being honest. I kind of got comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I tell them from the beginning, I am going to drop you into some unfamiliar territory. I'm gonna throw you into some uncharted waters, and you're gonna struggle to get back to, comfort and to safety. I'm not gonna let you drown, but you are gonna tread some really deep waters.
It's just a great community. Everybody's comfortable with sharing their opinion for the most part, and for constructively talking about things that other people avoid at all costs.
They're very good at creating that safe space where kids can come and ask questions and we can have these discussions about these very controversial topics.
An African American Studies minor signals to a potential employer that a student has the cultural background that they need to navigate through this interdependent, interglobal society in which we live. It signals to employers that students have an essential skill set to think critically, to think outside the box.
Me being African American, I was kind of like an insider perspective. But watching my friends, that aren't African American, kind of being allies and kind of trying their best to understand, that have helped me when I go into different spaces where I'm not the insider, you know what I'm saying?
I really think that this minor is critical for me being able to make the connections that I want to make and being the person that I want to be. No matter what I do, it has given me an invaluable experience and a way of looking at the world that I wouldn't have had without this minor.